this Mexican actress, Lynn May, 68-year-old woman, that she's currently pregnant. The question is it a time in your life when it is too old to be a mother in terms of carrying a child and pushing it out?
If this woman was naturally pregnant, then we can argue about Sarah and Abraham. Okay.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It's the Moda from Mamas. Yes. Thank you for logging in, clicking in. Like, subscribe, share our video. And if you have not yet watched Miss Sarah's reviews, I don't know what you're doing with your life, okay? Plug it in, sis.
Yeah, love and marriage, and put a ring on it. We are doing a recap review every Saturday and Sunday.
So make sure you tune in. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the tea. Okay. So today we're going to talk about this Mexican actress, Lynn May. I saw on Instagram that this 68-year-old woman dating a 29-year-old man. I mean, their business, but she's currently pregnant. Yes. Okay, and about to be a mother. Sarah, how do you feel about this, hon?
Oh my gosh. And this is not about gender issues. This is not about why can't we talk about the men who are pregnating, or the old men who are pregnating young girls? Yeah. Because carrying a child is not the same as
putting it in here.
Right? Yeah. It takes a lot. It takes a lot in your body. You're gonna have to be healthy. You're gonna have to be in the right mind and all that in order for the child to be healthy.
It's interesting you said that, because way back when, as a younger girl, if I saw this, I'd be like, oh my God, this older lady. But being a mom, the first thing I thought is, oh my God, her body. If my body felt this beat up and I'm nowhere near 68, I mean, sis, how you gonna push out a baby? I mean, I don't even care if it's C-section, just how you gonna do it? How you plan on doing this? So I guess the question is it a time in your life when it is too old to be a mother in terms of carrying a child and pushing it out and giving birth?
Yeah, so that's a personal decision for anybody to make. All I'm saying is, for me, that's way too old. And unfortunately, money is being used to make so many things. If this woman was naturally pregnant, it was a natural thing, then we can say, we can argue about Sarah and Abraham. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she had to do so many things to get to where she is.
Right. I mean, and there's so many, if all she wanted was a child, there is so many children across the world that need a parent. You can adopt this child, you can be there. But I think the first thing that also hit my head is selfishness. Because, I mean, we're human beings. We all have an expiration date. Okay. Some people longer than others. But even if she lived to be 100, her child will still lose a parent at 30. At best.
And even if the boyfriend is 29-year-old and he's very excited to be a dad, losing a parent, and especially moms, it's very different.
Yeah.
So that's being selfish, really. Because if you grow and you don't die, you're not gonna be able to take care of your child.
Right.
It's like run around with my kids. Like the way I was running around with my firstborn is not the same thing I was doing with my thirdborn. Because
Right. So can you imagine her 10-year-old needing to do this, needing to do that, or drop me here, take me there, mommy, let's go to the park. How are you going to do that? I mean, forget about it. Let's look at the 5-year-old who just wants to climb swings and climb things in the house. And I mean, I guess she's rich enough to have nannies and all that.
Money, yeah.
Still, I mean, where's that bond and that connection that you have that time and energy to spend with your child? And I mean, I don't know. What is the desperation about having a child when you've lived that long and you seem to be successful and happy as far as you've gotten? Why the sudden need to have a child this late in life? And then also, like you said, your body is not good enough. Chances are you're going to have a difficult pregnancy, period. So there are more chances of having a premature child, more chances of having birth defects. Why take that risk?
When I became pregnant with my second child, I'm already being put in a category of risky pregnancies because of the age. Now, this is a 68-year-old. Where are you going to put her?
Super risky. What about, especially in these countries of this is a diaspora, right? when you get to a certain age, chances are you end up in a nursing home or you end up with a permanent nurse. So are you going to tell me your child at 14, 15, 16, there's a high possibility that they'll be sitting there watching you get nursed and your diaper change and all this just because you had to have a kid at 68? I'm in 68. That's in our grandma's age when we were, when we were teenagers. So I can't imagine my grandma now turning around and saying, oh, me, I'm in love with my boyfriend, so therefore I'm going to give him a child. I think that's a bit too much. And I wonder if it's the boyfriend that wanted kids. I wonder if he has other kids. And I wonder if she thinks this will keep him, because at 29, I mean, in another 4 or 5 years, he's going to get the next girl pregnant. He's got a long life to live. Okay. And he's far behind you. So he's going to get a chance. He's going to do other things. If it's for her, maybe she just never ever had kids. Yeah, I guess to some extent I can see it. I feel you, sis, but I just think there's other ways to do it that wouldn't probably kill you in the process. I mean, they say giving birth is the closest a woman comes to dying. So why would you set yourself up when your body has already lived 68 years on this earth? I'm just saying, more power to you, Lin May, but I do think there's other ways to do it. But then again, it brings a question which you brought in the beginning. Are we being like this because it's a woman?
The only reason we are doing that is because we cannot ignore the physical. We cannot ignore the process.
Right.
And so this is a decision or a point that we are making based on many other variables. It's not just because it's a woman.
Yeah.
You know, we carry them, we breastfeed them. It comes up with so many other risks, so many other things to consider, I would say.
Yeah, I hear you. And I think my biggest problem is I already feel sorry for this child. I feel sorry for the potential. Yeah. Again, just based on human and learning and what's been happening in the world. I mean, she might be the one different one, right? Like Sarah in the Bible, like you mentioned. But if we just go around facts and what usually happens, and chances are, okay, you're alive for another 10, 15 years, and that's the most your child is going to get out of the parent. Your child is going to end up seeing an old person, a person who cannot run as much, talk to them as much, show them love physically. And children at that age need to be shown love. Just saying it doesn't do enough. Okay, you're gonna deal with a child who's probably gonna have to watch his father be with the next woman, because sis, he's not gonna be 35 and single. He's gonna move on and have to have a life as well. And I just think at the end of the day, it's somebody, because they have money, being able to do something that profoundly affects their child, and that is the most unfair thing for me. Give yourself a chance to just enjoy. Who doesn't enjoy their age? When I'm 68, I want to be chilling. I want to be somewhere in coastal. I don't want to be bothered. Grandkids come see me 2 days out. I don't want to wake up in the middle of the night for crying babies. I mean, sis, can you even still produce milk? I'm just asking. But thank God for formula and all these other things. But I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, hope this is not just to keep her man, because the same way it doesn't work in your 20s, 30s, or 40s to get pregnant and try to keep a man, it's the same way it's not going to work at 68, sis.
We said it.
But if you need a nanny,
I know, it's good money.
I'll move to Mexico and take care of your kids. So let us know, you guys, what are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Would you, if you could afford it, get pregnant at 68? Is that something that you would consider if you say you've never had kids? Or let's say you've had kids and you just love kids. There's women out there who just love children, and if they could afford it, they would keep having them. Is this something you would do? Leave us a comment and let us know what you think. And we'll see you next time with more from Mamas.